Today, in the world of cannabis, a new bill seeks to reform Illinois' faulty cannabis licensing program. A Denver, Colorado City Council approves a major cannabis regulation proposal, and veterans in Kansas are urging for access to medical cannabis in the state. It's Thursday, March 18th, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California, it's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, in a report by Chicago Sun-Times, Illinois State Representative LaShawn Ford announced plans for legislative reforms with a coalition of minority cannabis entrepreneurs to fix the state's troubled cannabis permit process and establish up to 115 new cannabis dispensary licenses, potentially greatly expanding Illinois' cannabis industry. The Democrat from Chicago described the upcoming proposal as the next move in guaranteeing Illinois achieves the ambitious aim of achieving equality in the majorly white cannabis market in a media briefing near Nature's Care dispensary in Westtown. When black and brown people start making money, the goal will be fully realized, Ford added. According to activists, there is still no legal cannabis company in which an individual of color holds a majority stake. And with all the state's forthcoming cannabis permits being indefinitely postponed following a number of pending lawsuits regarding dispensary application ratings, established cannabis business owners have been provided a massive head start in the multi-billion-dollar industry. A version of the bill will, among other items, establish 110 permits to distribute legal cannabis. Every one of those permits must be given to qualified social equity candidates, according to the original legislation that legalized recreational cannabis. Ford's plan, however, updates the criteria for obtaining social equity rank to focus more narrowly on people of color and those who live in communities adversely affected by the war against drugs.
And next, 9 News reports that after barely avoiding an intended pause, several proposals concerning cannabis laws in Denver were approved by the Finance and Governance Committee. The bills, if passed by the City Council, would authorize cannabis delivery and cannabis hospitality companies to operate in Denver, as well as provide $350,000 to the Department of Excise and Licenses to help with the launch of the new cannabis industry permits. Only social equity applicants will be eligible for delivery permits by 2024. Until 2027, permits for social equity applicants will be restricted to shops, deliveries, cultivations, productions, and new hospitality establishments. The measures, a policy advisor at the Department of Excise and Licenses said, are the biggest changes in marijuana regulation since 2014, when the state legalized recreational cannabis.
And last up, in a report by the Kansas City Star, since 2018 when Missouri voters approved the use of medical cannabis, many veterans are now urging Kansas lawmakers to follow suit. Former Lieutenant Colonel and Army veteran Todd Scatini said after passing the Missouri River and entering Kansas, I transitioned immediately from a 27-year veteran, West Point graduate who served honorably, but now with significant disabilities. I transitioned immediately from a licensed Missouri medical cannabis patient to a criminal, he said. It's preposterous and we have to do something about it, he added. Suicide wasn't far off my radar, said retired Army Specialist Alice Mangan. You get tired of being tired. You get tired of being in a prison of let's try a new medication and see how you feel in another 3 months. Mangan was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, depression, anxiety, and other conditions when she was 47 years old. She says she spent a lot of time in bed and that the antidepressants and opioids she was taking were causing her further disabilities because of all the side effects. According to an American Legion survey, 82% of veterans want cannabis to be approved for medicinal use, and over 90% want further research into its efficacy.
That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit TRICHOMES.com.
And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Tech and Cannabis, or Careers in Cannabis, wherever you get your podcasts. For TRICHOMES.com, I'm David Fortin.
And I'm Devin Liao. Have a great day.